This is probably going to be the most difficult video that I've ever made, but I'm going to do my best to not cry, although that's what a man does anyway. So here goes nothing. Well, this video is dedicated to my grandmother, Lillie Wellington, who unfortunately, as of this tape date, had passed away on December 16th, 2016. 2016 is a terrible year, apparently. How do I where do I even start? Well, I guess I'll begin in the beginning. When I first found out about my grandmother's death, I was at work. For those of you who hasn't been following me or whatever, I work at Walgreens, whatnot. Soon as I got on lunch break, that's when I found out of my grandmother's passing. And Lord knows, I didn't know how to act. I really didn't know how to act. I was more of a state of shock than anything, because I had just at the time chatted with her a couple of weeks ago, and then the time before that I talked to her the day after the Cubs won the World Series and whatnot. For those of you who don't know, I'm a huge Cubs fan, and the reason for that, and the reason for me being a Cubs fan, was because of my grandma. Me and my grandma will always watch, the Cubs game on WGN all the time. It was like a ritual, if you will. We will both get excited every time Harry Carey come on the TV. And would sing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game" and stuff like that. Before he passed away or whatnot. But when they finally won the World Series, first thing I was thinking, hey, I gotta call my grandma right now. I really gotta call her right now. And but unfortunately, at the time that it happened, I was at work. I had to work that day, but I had to sneak on my phone just to see what was the score and everything like that. So I was like, let me see what's going on. Even though I was at front register, but what can you do? Kept up with the score, and they won. I wanted to call my grandma, but at the time, I kind of had a feeling that she was asleep because it was so super late. But I called her that very next morning, and she was so excited about talking about it and stuff like that. It's crazy. It's crazy because not to reveal much, but I actually thought that she was going to go away last year. But I thank God that that He was able to make it a way to let her live another year and a couple of months, because God had let her live long enough to see that people love her. People grandma had I ain't gonna lie, grandma had her ways about things. Like what parent or grandparent don't, right? But at the same time, it was like, no matter what, you still loved her. You still appreciated the things that she had done for you. You appreciated the advice that she gave you. Whatever it was, it was her. And I ain't gonna lie, being transparent. There was times where I actually did talk back to her and stuff like that, and I regretted it every time because I'm really not about that life. But I did, apologize to her each, the times that I did do that, and I'm very, very glad that I was able to, you know, apologize for the times that I did talk back to her, and it's just, I'm just glad that I don't have to worry about the guilt, because usually usually when you've done something wrong and you never tell a person that you're sorry or apologize about it when they're alive is when you would break it mid stride, like kind of like while I'm doing this video right now, I would break it mid stride and stop what I'm doing just to cry because I had that guilt. But I'm glad I was able to make amends. Um, there's a lot of things that she did teach me. One of the important things that she had taught me was to sit down, shut up, observe, and don't you know don't sit here and make assumptions. And I'm glad that she had taught me that, because that taught me how to figure out a whole lot of things. Like I would sit down, observe, and be quiet, whatever, just observing things around, and I could be able to just figure things out, rather if it's quickly or within like a week or something. But I would always figure it out, notice patterns, all that other stuff. I guess that's why people call me a little detective. You know what I mean? But she ain't gonna lie though. There's a lot of things I'm gonna miss. I'm gonna miss her joking around sometimes. I sure as hell gonna miss her cooking, cause she could throw down in the kitchen. She really can. But if anything, I'm gonna miss, you know, just her being around and just giving that stern advice that you needed to hear. It it may be you may didn't want to hear it right then and there, but at the same time you needed to hear it, and because because she actually did care about you and whatnot. She loved you, and she always had put people in their place. I guess you could say in that retrospect she was like a Medea, but she always gave you that stern talking to whenever you did something wrong. She always praised you and stuff like that whenever you did the right thing or whatnot. She always know when if you're a good person and everything, and it's just everything about it is just so awesome, and I'm just gonna miss I'm just gonna miss talking to her. I really am. I mean, it's gonna be very very weird. Like it's gonna be so strange that I dial her house number and she's not gonna pick up. It's gonna feel so strange. I mean, I don't know what I don't know what else to say, but I really do miss her. I really am gonna miss her. But you know what? You know what's crazy? It's gonna be one. It's gonna be some family reunion up there in heaven. My uncle, my uncle Carl had passed away back in 2012, and along with a host of other people that had passed away, and back in the years and whatnot. My uncle, well, we call him my Uncle Pee Wee, but his name is Jesse Wellington. He died way back in the mid '90s, and I was just a teenager, so it was like too much for me to take then. But at the same time, it was like, well, she that she does leave behind four very strong women that are her daughters behind, one very strong uncle, a host of nieces, nephews, grandkids, including myself, great grandkids, and so on and so forth. Everybody loved Grandma. Everybody really did. And I just want to see her again. That's all. Grandma Lillie, may you rest in paradise, and I'll see you again.
Hello, everybody. I know tonight y'all might think it's a talent show, but tonight it means more to me than just a talent show. I want to thank everybody for coming here tonight, but the real reason why I'm here tonight is for my grandmother. She's at the hospital not doing so well, so all I can tell you is to pray for her. And thank you. Here goes. I sing praises to your name, praises to your name, the name that's so much higher than all names. And all honor to your name, honor to your name, the name that's so much higher than all names. So be lifted up, so be lifted higher, oh, so be lifted up and be lifted higher. Your name is life. Your name is hope inside me. Hope inside me. Your name is love. A love that always finds me. Always finds me. And your name is love. Your name is hope inside me. Hope inside me. And your name is love. A love that always finds me. Always finds me. So be lifted up. So be lifted higher, oh my King. So be lifted up and be lifted higher, oh be lifted up. So be lifted up. So be lifted higher, oh my King. So be lifted up and be lifted higher. Oh, I sing praises, I sing praises to your name. Praises to your name. The name that is so much higher